Hello, everyone. May I greet you in Korean? 안녕하세요, which means be at peace with God. I'd like to talk today about women. Let's face it, for most of history, it's been a man's world. Take a look at the world around us, even now. But from history, we see that God is treated as a man. God is male. We call him Father. And God has no gender. But it's man's world even in the area of religion. Look at the Old Testament. Very few women play prominent roles. Christianity itself, there are very few women in dominant roles. The same with Islam, Buddhism, the Hindu religion, Taoism, very few women in any major role in religions. Today, I'd like to introduce two women in two separate showings. The first of the two is Hildegard of Bingen from Germany, and the second is Julian of Norwich from England. Hildegard of Bingen, who died in 1179, was a woman born in Brockheim, Germany. Unusual for her day, she was educated and raised at St. Dibon Abbey, and which was considered extremely extreme in German history. She was a Benedictine nun and a very, very educated woman. She was far ahead of her times, and she did numerous things in her life, but usually under great pressure and sometimes under trouble. She was a writer, a composer, an artist, a physician, a playwright, and also a musician. She had many achievements, and she is a saint in the Christian calendar. She criticized the kings and the clergy alike without any fear. No intimidation overwhelmed her. She was penalized with 6 months interdict. Interdict means she couldn't function as a Christian, but she was not excommunicated from the church. And this was because of her care for a young dying heretic man whom she was told to leave alone and let him die and be separated from God forever. She refused. As a result, she suffered this penalty, which stood out in her life. But she was not going to be intimidated by anyone, even a king. Her vision of God, she had special gifts that she shared with others. Love, compassion, and the salvation of all humanity. A few of her quotations. "Take care," she said to King Frederick Barbarossa, "take care that the highest king does not strike down because of the blindness that prevents you from governing justly." The highest king, of course, is God, that he not strike you down. She opposed the strong burning of heretics, which was very common at that day, stating, "Each person bears the image of God." This comes from her profound reading of St. Augustine of Hippo, talking about imago Dei, the image of God in every human being. We ought to obey God rather than man, and she opposed an abbot and a king because she didn't like the things they were offering, particularly to women. And one of her phrases that I've really enjoyed is, God hugs you. You are encircled by the arms of the mystery we call God. And she aimed at humanity, that we and God, hand in hand, we go together. In Hildegard's time, religion played a major role in life. But why is religion in our day today opposed, ignored, ignored, or marginalized. I'm not sure, but she stands out as a real model, not simply for women in history, but for all of us. Amen, and peace be with you.